Hey guys, we are going to be doing another fun turkey project for Thanksgiving. By the way, super duper thankful for you. All right guys, so this one's going to be a little different and you just use what you have. And if you don't have a certain something, be creative and think about how you can substitute, okay? What you could substitute instead. So I've got a cheapo paper plate. You could substitute with like a piece of poster board or construction paper. Doesn't have to be a plate. I've got a cardboard tube roll from the toilet paper roll that I just keep these saved up. I keep some of them around so we can do fun projects with them. I also have crayons. I've got some watercolors, but if you don't have watercolors, just use your crayons or just use markers. That works too. And then I've got napkins just in case. I've got a water cup for cleaning my brush, and I always use old plastic water cups that I'm not worried about. And then I've got some paper scrubs down here that I can't quite reach, so I'll be getting down to get those here in just a minute. Okay, we could potentially leave our plate whole because this is going to be a turkey body and this is going to be turkey feathers, right? Or I could cut my plate in half, which means, oh yeah, you gotta have scissors and glue too, okay? So I'm gonna fold my paper in half. Remember, scissors are tools, not toys, and you gotta be careful with them. Even as an adult, I have had to go and get stitches multiple times from sharp things, like scissors and cutting board and a knife that slipped. So we gotta be careful. Okay, now that will work as well. So we've got our little turkey body and our turkey feathers. If you want to make your body a little shorter than the feathers, we can always trim our roll down a little bit, right? Except for I think I just trimmed it a little crooked. Oopsies. That's a little tricky to trim, isn't it? Okay, so now it's a little bit shorter and I think I like that a little bit better. If you are deciding to paint, I would definitely do that first. So I'm going to stick me a little piece of tape there. You won't need to do this, but that way it'll hold on to my plate for me. Okay. Now, if I wanted to do like a resist thing, have a cool resist, I could take like a white crayon or really any color crayon, and I could add some great texture lines. You gotta really use your muscles though if you're gonna do this. I keep bringing lines back to the middle, back to the middle, back to the middle, kind of going up these grooves. Again, if you don't have a plate, you can do paper instead, poster board, just whatever you have. We can always improvise a project. But what that's going to do is it's going to create a pretty cool little resist, as long as I used enough muscle. I'm not really sure that I did that. I'm going to dip my brush in my water, and really, we could make, you know what, I think I'm actually going to start with red. We could go whatever colors. You could stick with the warm colors like a lot of people do for turkeys, reds, oranges, yellows, throw in some brown, or you could just have fun with it. Okay, it's your choice. Oh, I don't know if I did the white hard enough. I can barely see it. Okay, yeah, I can barely see it. Darn. Clean my brush. I'm gonna grab me some orange and get in here and do that. There we go. Kind of overlap the red a little, blend that a little. There we go. Then I could clean my brush again, grab some yellow, put some yellow on here, overlap overlap the orange with that. There we go. Then I could clean my brush, grab some green, or like I was saying earlier, you can definitely improvise. You could do marker. Did you know that if you're doing marker on top of this plate, you could then still go back with the paintbrush and water and paint on top of your marker, and it will make the marker look like it's paint. Isn't that cool? Okay. So there's green. Maybe do some blue. There we go. Awesome. I'm gonna clean my brush. I think I'm gonna get some more green back on there and kind of blend that just a little bit where the blue and the green meet, so it's not so harsh. There we go. Plus I like turquoise. Get me some purple. Kind of stick that in there. And blend that purple on top of the blue so we can make some indigo. When we blend a primary with a secondary, so blue's primary, purple is secondary, it makes a tertiary, which is like an in-between color. Okay, and then clean this one more time, grab me some red, and finish out with some red over here mixed with the purple. There we go. So we started with red and we'll finish with red. That's kind of cool, right? Right. There we go. And if you want your colors to look darker and more intense, you can always go back over with another layer of paint if you want to. And that's going to darken everything up and be a lot brighter. That's up to you. You don't have to. There we go. And maybe one more lap of purple. There. So that kind of brightens everything up. Or you can color with crayons, or you can do marker, or color pencil, or oil pastel, whatever it is that you have. Okay, so we'll let that kind of hang out for a minute, and let's decorate our little turkey, right? Let me dive down here. I'm going to get some white paper for eyes. Now the trick is we draw the eye one time, cut it out, and then we have two, right? You're definitely going to want to draw with pencil. I'm just going to eyeball it. Ha-ha. Cut around. There we go. I don't know if you guys know this, but turkeys can fly not very far. There's two little eyes, but they can fly the length of a football field at 55 miles an hour. That's kind of crazy, right? Okay, now I can draw a pupil. I could even put a little shine in the eye. So we've got a pupil and a little shine in the eye. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Pupil, shine in the eye. There we go. Then I could make a little beak, and I could even make my beak look 3D. So, but first, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use my glue. You could use liquid glue or glue stick, whichever you have. Since these eyes are so little, I'm just going to rub them real good on top of the glue stick. I will say they do not make glue sticks as good as they used to. It makes me so sad. Okay, stick that on there. We're doing it towards the top of the roll. You can overlap the eyes, or you can just put them side by side. It's really up to you, like how you want to do those eyes. Okay, now can stick this up here and kind of know, like I could even draw a V on here to kind of know about how big I want to make my beak. Now, when I make my V, it's actually going to look like a triangle if I have it flipped around this way and I cut on the fold. Okay, guys? If I don't cut on the fold, then I'll just wind up with literally two triangles. But if I cut on the fold, it actually looks like a little beak, right? So then we're only going to put glue on the back half of one of them, okay? Not on the whole thing. Then when I stick this on here and glue it down, it'll glue down just like that. How cute is that? All right, so now we got our little beak. Then we got to make, sorry, everything's on the floor. We got to make a little gobbler, and the gobbler is not called a gobbler. It's actually called a snood. Yes, weird word, I know. And really, you can just make it look like a little raindrop or a little worm hanging down, whatever works for you, okay? Stick me a little bit of glue on this, and then I can hang this down from my beak. Maybe. Stick that on there. Come on, littles. Oh my goodness. The snood wants to stick to me and not the cardboard. There! Oh my goodness, so cute. Okay. Now, if you had like some brown construction paper, you could make some little wings. I don't. So I could just kind of draw some little wings on there, right? So it sort of looks like a feathered V. Here we go. We'll do the same thing on this side. There we go. So cute. We could even give him some little eyebrows. Finish out that personality. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Except for my eyebrows are a little crooked. Oh well. That's okay. Then we're going to take glue. We're going to put it on the back middle, and this you really may want to use liquid glue, and you'll probably want to lay it down flat to let it dry, but I put a ton of glue stick on there, so if that's all you got, just use a ton. Okay, then this is going to get stuck right there in the middle, and kind of rub your fingers in there. Really stick it down, and then like I was saying, let it dry flat for a little bit, and then once it's completely dry, we now have, I guess I should have left that on there because now there's no paint right there in the top. That's okay. Now we have a very cute little turkey. How fun is that? Oh my gosh, so fun. And then it will just set, oh, you guys can't see that. It'll just set up just like that. And that, oh, whoop. That will be a very, very cute decoration. Oh my goodness, I love it. All right, guys, thanks so much for doing this craft with me. I enjoyed the process. I hope that you have a very thankful and grateful and calm and healthy and happy Thanksgiving. And I cannot wait to do some more art with you.